Hello everyone, Keith Schweigert here from Lanksports.com with your preview of the PIAA Class AA football semifinal playoff game between Lancaster Catholic and West Catholic. Both teams come into this one with identical 13-1 records, and both teams come in with some eye-popping offensive statistics. If you're going to this one, strap yourselves in. This one could have shootout written all over it. West Catholic is playing out of the Philadelphia Catholic League. They are coming in on a serious roll. Unbelievable stats for these guys. They're nicknamed the Burrs. They have scored 704 points this year. That's an average of a little over 50 a game. They have 3 1,000-yard rushers in their backfield, led, of course, by their quarterback, the Penn State-bound Curtis Drake. He's being recruited by the Nittany Lions as an athlete. He's passed for 1,200 yards and rushed for 1,300. He's the first Philadelphia area quarterback to rush and pass for 1,000 in the same season. He has some company in the backfield. His first running back is Rob Holloman, who is a Division I prospect in his own right, being pursued by about 6 or 7 different mid-level Division I schools. He has 1,700 yards rushing and 34 touchdowns. The slacker of the group is Raymond Maples. He's really slacked off this year. He only has 1,020 yards and 16 touchdowns on 114 carries. So these guys run the ball. They run the ball a lot, and they do it very well. A lot of speed coming from a lot of different places on the field. Their top wideout, Eric Young, only has 15 catches for 536 yards, but that's a 35.7 yard per catch average, and he has 9 touchdowns. So when they do throw the ball, they do that pretty well too. They have a lot of beef up front on both sides of the ball. Their defense gives up just about 12 points a game and a little under 200 yards of total offense per game, so they're pretty solid. So all over the board, these numbers really jump out at you and pop off the page. But let's face it, Lancaster Catholic puts up some decent numbers themselves. They average just over 40 points a game. They have a 3,000-yard passer in their backfield and quarterback Kyle Smith, whose accolades we've been singing all season long. They also have 2 1,000-yard receivers now. Travis Jankowski has 1,150 yards and 20 touchdowns. Tyler Purvis has just over 1,000 and 11 TDs. So Lancaster Catholic's going to be able to put up some numbers as well. Their running game is led by Jordan Stewart. He's just under 1,000 yards for the season now, had 3 touchdowns in the win over Mount Carmel, bringing his total to 15 for the year. So Lancaster Catholic's going to be able to put up some numbers here too. So you look at the stats, you think shootout. Really, though, this one could come down to which defense steps up. Even if they both do allow a lot of points, the defense that makes the most plays in this one could be could help their team pull this one out. For Lancaster Catholic, keys to the game got to be avoid mistakes. They got killed by penalties last week against Mount Carmel. They won the game 41-28, but it should have been worse than that. They were up 21-7 at the half. They had 106 yards in penalties at halftime, 10 flags. Now, some of those were, I think, the officials taking the old adage that you can call a holding penalty on every play a little too seriously. They were really trying to do that, it seemed. But 4 or 5 of those penalties were false start penalties. Those are really preventable mistakes for Lancaster Catholic. For that to be happening in the 14th week of the season has got to be driving their coaches crazy. They really got to tighten that up. But if they can do that, turn a couple big plays on defense, maybe get some turnovers, and just do what they do offensively, they may have enough to pull it out here. I know West Catholic's going to be the favorite coming into this one just because of those, frankly, staggering offensive numbers that they put up. But Lancaster Catholic can stay with them in a shootout, and I think their defense is a little more battle-tested than West Catholic's. We'll see how it shakes out. It's going to be held at Friday, 7 p.m. at Northeast High School in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. If you can't get down to the game, come to Lanksports.com. We'll be blogging live from it. Hope to see you Friday night. Should be a good one.